Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready because we've got another good one on tap.
Set for football now on a sunny afternoon in the second city. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He was tackled at the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now look at this, big gain but a fumble, and this is picked up by the Bears. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
On the play, recovered by the defense.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They're going for it. It's Watson, and it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Lining up for the point after.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Derrick Henry.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson on the catch. It's Andre Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Shrugs him off. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They set up the screen for Henry. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Deshaun Watson hitting Will Fuller on the touchdown pass. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Here's Cooks on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. That Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Jackson on the keeper.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out
Put on that ball.
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead.
On for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It quickly to Thielen here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. They'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. That is caught inside the 5. And the result here, a pickup of 8. It leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Steelers' 4-yard line.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Chicago Bears.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Jacobs takes it in from a yard out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
That keeps the score.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a gain of 5, and it'll move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a Steeler first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Darius Leonard coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
At his own 49-yard line.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Jacobs, the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Good for a Chicago.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots. And that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Deshaun Watson hitting Will Fuller on the touchdown pass as the Bears push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
This is
10,
too easy right
and
here.
that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
A fumble on the play.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first. First and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Jackson.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
We can't have that.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
Okay, an oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.